Hi lovies, it's Cherie. I'm going to make one of my favorite gluten-free recipes today, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. I like to do pancakes on the weekends sometimes, and these are my oat flour pancakes. So I'll put the full recipe in the down bar, but you're going to need some cinnamon. You're going to need some cinnamon, sea salt, coconut oil, steel-cut oats. Let's see if I can get down here. Steel-cut oats, 2 eggs. These are our backyard eggs. Baking soda, lemon juice, my homemade vanilla, 3 bananas, and then some cooking spray so it doesn't stick. To make the oat flour, I just put 1 cup of the oats in the blend tech and grind it to my liking. So I'm going to do that really quick because it's loud, and I'll get back with you in a second. Okay, so I have blended up my oat flour in the blend tech. I like mine pretty fine, but you can leave chunks in there if you want a thicker, like grittier batter. I've added all my wet ingredients, so coconut oil, lemon juice, the 2 eggs, and my vanilla, and the bananas. I squished up the bananas. Just giving it a little mix. These are pretty healthy. They're a good way to use up bananas that are starting to go bad. So I dig that. And I'm going to put my oat flour in, and some salt and some seasonings, if I can do this with one hand. Try not to drop it all over the floor. I love our blend tech. We use it for everything. Soups, sauces, batters. It's just awesome. Alright, so I'm going to dump that in. Kind of tap it to get off all of it off the blade. And then I'm going to put in some sugar. I mean, this isn't sugar. Cinnamon. And I need 2 hands, but salt. Hold on. Okay, so here's our delicious batter. It's not really focusing for some reason. There we go. It's kind of on the thicker side. I also forgot that in this recipe it calls for a teaspoon of honey. I ended up using a tablespoon because I wanted to use up this farm honey that we bought. There wasn't much left in there. So here's the batter and my plate for my finished product, and I'm going to use my Cook's griddle. This is just quicker for time's sake on this video. They're really delicious if you cook them in coconut oil in a skillet. I'm spraying it down with just some Trader Joe's coconut oil spray. Love this stuff. It's heating up pretty good. And these, it's a thicker batter than normal pancakes, so you really don't need a lot. Usually I use like half a spoon, and then I just kind of spread it out, and they'll poof up. Otherwise you're going to have like ginormous pancakes. I mean, hey, who doesn't love ginormous pancakes? But, alright, so I'm going to do these, and I'll come back in a second. Okay, so I got them on there, and I spread them out, and there's a good bit of batter in this recipe with only 1 cup of oats. So usually if we don't eat them all, because they're very filling, I think 3 is like a cap. They freeze really well, so I freeze them, and then I'll take them with me, and they de-thaw, and I just pop them in the toaster oven, to warm them up or whatever. We don't own a microwave, so it makes things a little bit more challenging. But you can put them in the toaster or the toaster oven. So they work both ways. Let me see if I can find my spatula, and I'll flip them. Oh, spatula, come with me. Come with me on my nice floor. See my floor? Okay. Alright, so these don't bubble up as much as normal pancakes, so like when they start to get these little bubbles, that's when I give them a flip. Boop! Yummo! And then they rise up a little bit more even from there. This little guy's getting some, and it helps too if you spray your spatula with the coconut oil, but I just forgot, so I'll do that on the next round. But I like my pancakes, like this is a little on the dark side for me, so I like them more like this. So I undercook them, but I make them darker for my husband. So I'm going to do all these, and then I'll show you the finished product. So here's the finished product. Don't they look yummy? They puff up really nicely. They're very filling. Delicious. We just top them. They don't even need butter. Just top them with maple syrup or honey, or my husband likes to put my homemade jam on there. And they are so good. And this fills us up. Like, usually we only eat breakfast and dinner on the weekends. This will fill us up all day until dinner time. Tonight we're going to see The Walking Dead, so we need to have our energy for zombie attacks. But I hope you guys have a great weekend. Give this recipe a try. Let me know how it goes. Get a whiff of those sparkling top notes. Delightful goodness.